it unfolds in a very theatrical way, and it gets exciting, you know, because we could have blown the whole secret very early. But I think it needs to be edgy, it needs to be raw, and especially with politics right now, I think it needed to really hit hard. And what's great about it is you see both sides of the political spectrum, but we don't give an answer, because we don't, you know, I think the important thing about this is hearing the conversation. Right now we have two political parties kind of arguing at each other and not really listening. And the great thing about a film is you have to sit there and watch the other side rather than just yelling all the way through. And I think it's, with the editing, with the directing and the topic, it kind of had to be a bit punk rock, and I think that's what we went for. In tone, in music, in editing, even the way it had to be really balls to the wall. I think the best thing is what happens afterwards. For like an hour or so, you just get people talking to you and opening up, and so what do you think? What should we do? You get questions like that at the Q&A, like, so where are we going to go now? And you're like, oh my God, you want me to talk your whole political life through with you? But it's an interesting film, and I think stylistically, it has everything that it needs to make it entertaining. I don't want to say that this will end up happening. You know, I don't want rich people to be fearful of the other people. No, I think this is why we have to start talking. Otherwise, this could happen. And the great thing is my character you like, but he's not good. You know, and that's what really I think is the internal conflict with people, is that they like me, and I do that. You know, I want you to like him and understand it, but it just goes too far, and you realise that both sides are wrong. And that's the interesting thing. I think that's because people kept asking, well, who's the good guy? And it's like, well, who do you think? Because whoever you say is the good guy, we know where you are politically. You know, that because we don't want to say that. You know, it's two sides to a story. The feeling was in the air, but we could not have known that Brexit, Trump, all these things were going to kick off to such an extent, and it just seems to have happened perfectly. You know, that's why this movie's fantastic at the moment, and it's relevant. It really is. And I say send it to the colleges. I say send it to everywhere. You know, let people see it, because we don't give an answer. We just show you the problems of both sides. And I think that's the greatest thing we could have done. We got lucky.